What's up, everybody? Today we are doing a Dreamworks ranking. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why there's two Eldorados movies, it's because I accidentally clicked the button 2 times to spawn them in, and yep, but first, you know me, we have to do them. So for Esther, I'm gonna go with Never Stop Watching. Never stop watching. Amazing. 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 Pretty good. Good. I don't even need to say that. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind on. Hold on. But not rewatching. But not rewatching. So basically, it's cool, but I'm not gonna rewatch it. Bad. Dreamworks, do better. Now this is my ranking. Never Stop Watching, amazing, pretty good. Cool, but not rewatching. Bad. Dreamworks, do better. Next up we have is ants. Okay, now I'm not gonna explain too much, or else this video will be an hour long. But I'm gonna go with cool, but not rewatching. Like, it's like a good movie, but it's not worth rewatching. It's about this ant that wants to become this like Chad soldier. Then, yeah, that's all I really have to say. No, okay. So the Prince of Egypt. I say it's a pretty good movie. Like, I don't really understand like the whole hype for it. Like, some people put it here, but I don't really get the whole hype for it. Like unless if I'm just too young to even understand, I'm ranking it right there. Now we're to El Dorado. I'm gonna go with pretty good for both of these since I know I spawned 2. Is there a way that I can get rid of one of these? Whatever. I'm gonna hold on. I'm just gonna spawn in another one. Okay, so that can just get out of my sight. Okay, but next up we have is so the Prince of Egypt is about this baby who gets floated into a river. Then it's like the Prince of Egypt, and he finds out the truth that he's adopted. So he runs away until he has to go back. Till there's a villain, and the Rule of El Dorado is a pretty good movie. Actually, it's better than the Prince of Egypt. Yeah. Chicken Run. Listen, a lot of people might hate me for this, but never stop watching. Now, this is probably one of the best DreamWorks movie ever. The animation still applies to this day. And the only problem with it is the story doesn't really feel all that fleshed out, and I could see the plot twist where the rooster can fly miles away until they have to build an airplane, and Mr. Tweety basically dies at the end, but she didn't die because she's back in the sequel. I don't know. but the story just doesn't really feel all that fleshed out. That's the only reason why I'm not why it's not gonna be my top. Okay, let's just move to the test. Shrek. Yeah, actually, no, Jesus, amazing. No. Okay, amazing. It's I'm definitely never going. I'm definitely going to get bored and going to stop watching. But Spirit. Oh no, Spirit. Actually, right here. It's a cool movie, but you're not gonna rewatch. Okay, Sinbad was a pretty disappointing movie. So Sinbad was pretty Sinbad. Yeah, because like Sinbad. Okay, you get the joke. But I feel like it's just not a cool movie. You know, I'm done explaining a Dreamworks movie. I'm just going to tell you, it's a disappointing movie. The finale is my only complaint, and it's just a bad movie, and I have to rank it bad because it literally has bad in the title, so I have to rank it bad. Shark Tale, it's a pretty cool movie. Yes, it's above Prince of Egypt. Fight me. I actually like, well, kind of the storyline. I like the whole Shark Slayer stuff, but the only reason why it's not above those two is because the animation made my eyes burn and made me want to bleach them. But, yep, Shrek 2, okay, listen, I'm already gonna tell that I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but Shrek 2, it's worse than Shrek 1. It's still better than Shark Tale and Prince of Egypt, but either way. Actually, you know what? It's actually better than Prince of El Dorado. Oh my god, I have not thought in a single horrible movie. I'm glad. We're gonna get a lot of those soon, but either way. Madagascar. I already tell there's going to be some pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna move Prince of Egypt down here since I'm probably never gonna rewatch it ever again. I'm just gonna move it down here. Madagascar. It's an amazing movie. Even though, like, when I first watched this movie, like I thought it was just like weird movie. But yeah, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Amazing movie. Not at same level as Shrek or Chicken Run, but it's an amazing movie. Like, Wallace and Gromit itself is heavenly underrated. I feel like people don't actually appreciate Armin animations as much as it should. Over the Hedge. Over the hedge, like it's a pretty good movie. The Verminator is definitely the best part. Like come on, he's probably the funniest villain ever. So, an amazing movie. Dreamworks, please make a sequel to this. Flushed Away. Here's a funny story about Flushed Away. You see, well, I was going to the dentist, and I had to get a cavity feeling because I had like 6 cavities. This was younger, by the way. This was me when I was younger, okay? But but I specifically remember after I'm done, my mom's was next, and she took so long. Like, she literally took like 4 hours, and Flushed Away was on, and I watched the entire thing of Flushed Away. It was a good. It was probably one of the best movies ever. Just joking. That was a horrible joke, wasn't it? Okay, whatever. But it's a pretty good movie. Right here. You know what? It's probably going to be one of the best. It's cool, but not. So you're watching Shrek the Third. This is going to be our first Dreamworks Do Better. This movie, it's just insulting. This movie's just insulting. This is probably one of the worst movies ever. Sure, it's not as bad as Shark, as like Cars 2, but yeah, whatever. But still, DreamWorks do better on this. This is probably, like, this literally, I'm not even joking, made me literally rethink of what I was imagining with the other Shrek movies. Like I literally thought for a second that the Shrek movies were just awful, and I was just imagining things. Bad movie. Do better. Dreams do better. The B movie is going in bad. I don't think I have to say much because it's the B movie. Of course it's going to be bad. Kung Fu Panda, better than Chicken Run. Come on. If you don't like Kung Fu Panda, you're either an absolute weirdo with no friends, and you're probably pour milk before the cereal, and you're probably so ugly that even, like, I don't know what elephant thinks you're ugly. Okay, that was a joke, by the way, but you're just crazy if you don't like Kung Fu Panda. You either never watched it, or you're weird. You're weird. Like, if you don't like Kung Fu Panda, you never watched it. Like my mom loved Kung Fu Panda, but when I first watched it, I didn't even pay attention to it because I thought it was just like a boring movie. Rewatching it, I apologize to my mom. Either way, Madagascar 2. I guess. Monsters vs. Aliens. Bad movie. Bad movie. It's probably the best. No. Like, Monsters vs. Aliens. Ugh. It's just a bad movie. The premise is horrible. And either way, the main villain is probably so disappointing because it literally reminds me of Megamind. Like, I thought the villain was literally Megamind, and Megamind was the villain. Like, I'm like, that's my only complaint, that they made the villain look so much like Megamind. That's okay. How to Train Your Dragon. If you listen, everybody, if you don't like How to Train Your Dragon, I don't know what to say. You're on your own there. Like keep that to your. Like, I already know there's gonna be somebody out there that don't like How to Train Your Dragon. Just please keep that to yourself. Just please keep that to yourself. Shrek Forever After. Bad movie. Still better than the third, but bad movie. Okay, Megamind. This is gonna be probably the most controversial one, but. Yes, I did it. Yes, I did it. That's Megamind might have to be the best movie ever. Even it might have to be the best movie ever. Well, not the best movie. Maybe it is. Maybe it is actually. No, there's definitely some better movies. Either way, Kung Fu Panda 2. I never got the hype for Kung Fu Panda 2. Really? You know what? I'm done with putting these in order. I'm just gonna tell you which one I like the best. So pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna put this in amazing just because it has a bird for a villain. Okay, next up. Puss in Boots. It's another bad movie. If it definitely isn't as good as the second movie, which will be moving on later into this ranking Baser way. The Puss in Boots was probably the most disappointing movie for my opinion, because it could have been so much better. It could have been so much better than it actually was. So disappointed. Madagascar 3. Never mind, but it's probably the lowest. I actually didn't think it was that bad, but it was definitely one of the Rise of the Guardians. See, here's the thing about Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Guardians, it's a movie that I wanted to like so bad, but in my heart, I just couldn't enjoy it. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. I'm sorry. It just wasn't for me. The Kroogs, and I didn't really think the first Kroogs was that bad. Actually, the first part of the movie was actually pretty decent, but once it got to the weird stuff, then it just turned into just this weird stuff. And no, I am not going to say the Grug meme. That meme should be dead. No, not bad. There. Turbo. Another Dreamworks do better. Listen, if you want to watch a movie about an animal doing something that you usually can't do, just go watch Ratatouille. It's so much better. It's about a snail using a race, and I honestly just don't like snails to begin with. Really have a problem with them. It's just their design. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Nope. Mr. Peabody Sherman is probably one of the movies I was most surprised, since I thought it was just going to be this what'd I do? That one was bigger. What'd I do? I have no idea what I just did, but okay. How to Train Your Dragon 2, for my opinion, it's only slightly better than the original How to Train Your Dragon. Only slightly better. Penguins of Madagascar, probably better than any of the Madagascar movies. Dave, like Dave, like the main. I also like the main villain, Dave. Like I feel like Dave is everything the Boss Baby villains wanted to have. Home, I guess it's a pretty good movie, even though like I did have like a trauma memory of it where I was eating while watching the movie I ate like so much dumplings that I literally got sick of it, and every time I watch the movie at home, that's all I can remember. Even those dumplings didn't follow through. That's the only bad thing about watching the movie home. Kung Fu Panda 3. Now looking back at it, like I thought people were crazy when they said Kung Fu Panda 3 was the weakest movie, but rewatching it, yeah, it's definitely the weakest. Like, I'm still gonna watch it, but okay, Trolls. I'm not sure if I'm just younger, but I thought that Trolls were pretty good. That isn't the same. I can't say the same thing for their sequel, but we'll get to that soon. But the Boss Baby, kind of the same thing with Trolls. Like, I'm not sure if I'm just young, but some of the jokes were pretty bad in Boss Baby, and the only reason why I ranked it here is because I basically laughed through the entire movie by how hilarious it was. Like when Boss Baby and like the kid get mad at each other and split up, like I literally laughed out loud. And by the way, I'm not including that like weird movie about like someone being like king. I am not including that movie, and I'm not including that new Gabby's Dollhouse movie. I'm not deleting this movie. I'm not deleting this video because of that movie. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the Captain Underpants movie. One of the best movies ever. How to Train Your Dragon 3 was a little bit weaker than the first two. Pretty good. Abominable. Nope, not number 2 there. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna move Monsters vs. Aliens up here, but it's still a bad movie. I'm just gonna put it right there just because I just thought about it. Okay, Trolls War Tour. It has a cool premise, but just the movie's just not for me. It has a cool premise. I'm like, I like how they introduce like different types of music, because when I first watch it, I was like, well, where's jazz? Where's rock and roll? Where's techno? And they show all of that. But Krug, the new age, bad. This one, probably the worst. Like this movie, like the Boss Baby 2 was probably like the Boss Baby 2 was literally everything that the Boss Baby 1 didn't need. But okay, the bad guys are going here. It's one of the best movies ever, and like again, I'm not deleting the video for the bad guys too. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish here, and I don't need any explaining. Go watch it for yourself and you'll understand. Teenage Kraken. Let me give Teenage Kraken. And I didn't really like this movie because I'm a guy, and I'm pretty sure that this movie is a reference of how girls get the period, I think. At least I think, but whatever. I don't know, I'm not a girl, so I don't really understand, but I think it's supposed to be about periods, but whatever. I'm considered a PG channel. At least I think so. Yeah. Alright, am I don't know. But so I'm not going to talk about too much stuff like that, but it's cool, but never watching again. Either way, the twist villain was horrible. Trolls band together. For my opinion, it's the best Trolls movie, but yeah. Chicken Run Donald the Nugget. Like, this movie should. I feel this movie is not getting the respect that it deserves. Okay, listen, Megamind 2 might have to literally be the biggest downfall of a movie I ever seen. I had to rewatch to remind myself that this is the same. That this is the sequel to one of the best movies ever. I had to literally remind myself that this is the sequel. Dreamworks do better. This is a horrible movie. What did I do this time? Okay, whatever. Do better. Kung Fu Panda 4. Like, again, rewatching it, it's definitely a lot weaker. So, I guess here, well, it's still better than Kung Fu Panda 3. Orion in the Dark. Pretty good, but I just hated that this thing is just a story, because if you watch the movie, this whole thing is just a story. Wait, why is Madagascar 2 and Shark Tale here? Oh, was those the movies that I put? Okay, I'm just gonna put them. I think this is where I put them. Yeah, I think that's where I put them. Okay. The Wild Robot is going in here. The Dogman movie is going in here. And this movie's going in here. Okay, that's my official ranking. Now I'm gonna put which movies I think deserve the top point of this. Megamind, for my opinion, is the best of the Never Stop Watching ones. All of these are pretty good though, but Megamind just has something special. Kung Fu Panda is a close second, then probably the Dogman movie, Chicken Run. Both of the Chicken Run movies. Actually, I changed my mind. Puss in Boots, then the Chicken Run movies. Captain Underpants, Bad Guys, then the How to Train. Actually, put the Wild Robot before the Bad Guys, then the Bad Guys, Captain Underpants, blah 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 blah. I sure you don't care. Amazing, the best amazing movie. Don't kill me. Will have to be Trolls Band Together. You have Trolls Band Together. Yep. Pretty good will have to be good for pretty. Will have to be no, I don't think it's Home. I don't really know for this one. Either the Boss Baby, Shrek 2, Home, or Shark Tale. That's all I'm gonna say. Cool, but not rewatching the best out of these will probably have to be the Kroogs. I guess bad. Like Rise of the Guardians will have to was the best bad, and I'm not including you two. But if I had to choose a movie to rewatch out of all of these, it would be Boss Baby Family Business. But oh my god, I'm so ready to be done with this. Everybody, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see all of you in the next video. By the way, I'm working on Cuphead game part 4. It's about Ribby and Croaks, and I need a nap.